Oh my goodness, it is January 23rd. Happy January 23rd. We're 3 days away from the release of Paldean Fates, and I still don't have my product. I still can't ship out pre-orders. It's been a very, very frustrating couple of weeks because of the weather. Usually weather doesn't play a huge impact in like distribution, getting orders out, but there's just nothing that can be done about this. Like weather has just been an absolute disaster over the couple weeks. Last couple weeks we've gotten like 30 inches of snow 2 weeks ago. Last week it was below zero every day with like a couple of the days being 30 below. It was absolutely terrible. And then throughout the Midwest you've got freezing rain, you've got freezing temps. It has just not been safe for travel, especially for like freight trucks. It's been very, very dangerous. A lot of shipping companies have closed because of this, and because of all of this, it's delayed things. I should get my order in later today, and then I can hopefully get all pre-orders packed up and shipped out. But usually I would have product opened already. I'd be working on pull rates and things like that. So it's gonna be a long couple of days to try and get all of that data out to you guys prior to release or on release day. Usually we like to release a pull rate video on release day, so you know the best way to spend your collection dollars. We give away a master set. We're still going to do that, so make sure you're subscribed. We're still going to give away a master set. Hopefully I'll have a master set video for you on Thursday. I'm going to get as close to a master set as I can, and then we'll talk about it, and then we'll give one away to one lucky subscriber, so make sure you are subscribed. We're still going to try and push through all the content. It's going to be rough, so bear with me. Stay patient with me. That is one of the grinds of being a Pokemon card store owner, but it's a lot of fun, and I've been running a Pokemon card store for a very long time. I released a short yesterday. I started out kind of just as a fun little side hobby in 2014, buying bulk, selling bulk, sifting through bulk, finding competitive cards, playable cards, and we talk about bulk cards on this channel quite a bit, and it is such a grind selling cards that are, 25 cents, 50 cents. It's a lot of hours for low profit margin. It can be really rough. However, there are times, especially like during the pandemic, 2021, end of 2020, where it's really easy. It was really easy to be a store owner, and we took huge pride in making sure that we did not scalp. We did not sell things above MSRP. We kept things at MSRP. A lot of times we would record videos, so I would sit here and I would talk about whatever a product was, and in that video I would hold up a code, a password, something like that, a discount code, so that way people could go to the website and buy product at MSRP. And it was tough because you'd be called a scalper, but you wanted to make sure that this product was finding the right people. You wanted to avoid bots because bots were crazy, just like what One Piece is going through right now, where bots are buying out things all the time. And we worked as hard as we possibly could buying bot protection and thinking of unique ways to make sure that we could fulfill orders and sell our customers products and just develop that loyalty, develop that brand. That was what was so important to us, and it's a lot of fun. But it was a lot easier to sell product at MSRP because demand was so high, but it wasn't always that way. And it's still, like, we're back to a point now where it's very, very difficult. And what I want to talk about in this video is Paldean Fates related, because Pokemon, it kind of threw a fast one on us, and store owners kind of threw, and this is not something that I should probably say as a store owner, because I want you to buy product. I want you to buy product at MSRP. Like, I want to be comfortable with margins. I don't want to lose money, but I also want to make sure at the same time that I'm being completely transparent with you guys. I'm being completely honest with you guys. And the last thing I want is you guys overspending, because in my mind, even if you're spending, like, the way that I see it is, even if Pokemon is nowhere near what it was during the pandemic, and that's fine. Even if it's only like a couple dollars an order or something like that, where the profit margin, you have to adjust, and you have to figure out ways as a store owner to do unique things to make sure that you can still keep the doors open. I would much rather have customers continue coming back and have customers who stay in the hobby for the long term. I want you guys to love Pokemon forever. I love Pokemon. I think Pokemon is absolutely amazing. I would do this. I mean, there's times I do this for free because I would much rather stay in the hobby for the long haul, because that's what is so important to me. So we're going to talk about Paldean Fates today. Couple things in specific. So some really important information about how I think I would recommend spending your collection dollars when it comes to Paldean Fates. And this is really the set where I don't think that there's a whole lot of FOMO for it. I don't think there's a lot of people who are like, oh yeah, I want to go out and buy all these cards right away. I do think there's some people who are excited about Paldean Fates, and there are chase cards in Paldean Fates that I think look really cool. I think that the shiny Sirs or special art rares, or whatever you want to call them, look absolutely fantastic. I think the few illustration rares rares that they have look wonderful. There's some full art shinies that look great. The baby shinies look great. However, it just feels a little bit redundant to me. However, with that all being said, I don't think that there's a ton of FOMO going into the set, but I also think that if you want to make the best decisions when it comes to spending your collection dollars, it's going to involve a lot of waiting. And as a customer, as an end consumer, as somebody who watches content on YouTube, that can be very difficult because there's times you're watching other people open up packs. You're watching these over-the-top reactions where people might pull that Mew EX special illustration rare that you really want, and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to go to the store. I'm just going to buy a few ETBs, and you're spending $150 on product at MSRP when there's going to be product that is available down the road that is going to be considerably cheaper. So I'm going to flip you guys around so you can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. We're just going to do a little brief intro of the set here. So this is Paldean Fates. There's over 240 cards in the set, 170 secret rares. Now, it is important to remember that there is no booster boxes. This is a specialty set. This is a holiday set. So this is no different than what we had a few years ago with Shining Fates. Really no different than what we had with Scarlet and Violet 151 that may have brought you back into the hobby that released a few months ago. This is a specialty set where there will be elite trainer boxes, there will be collection boxes and things like that. It's very comparable to what we saw last year in January with the release of Crown Zenith. And why I'm saying that is because there's a staggered release schedule. That means they're not releasing everything at once. They're not even releasing everything in 2 waves. What they are doing is they are doing 3 separate waves of product. But in my opinion, the best product and the product that you really want to wait for doesn't come out until the end of February. So even though Paldean Fates opens this or comes out this Friday, and you may want to crack a bunch of packs, and that's totally fine. I get that. Make sure you're budgeting yourself very, very carefully, because if you budget yourself, let's say you're like, okay, well, I'll spend $300 on Paldean Fates products. If you buy 3 or 4 ETBs right away out of the gate, that's going to get rid of 150 to 2. That's 50% of your budget right away, right? Like $150 to $200. Like that's going to blow through a lot of your budget right away. So there's staggered releases beginning this Friday. We get the sticker collections, the tech sticker collections, and the elite trainer box. And then on February 9th, we have the next wave of products. And then on February 23rd, we have the final wave of products. This is the same set as what we saw in Japan when it comes to Shiny Treasure EX that released a few months ago. And again, specialty set, no booster boxes or individual packs that will be sold. So here is the elite trainer box right here. There's 2 different variants. One of them is only a Pokemon Center exclusive. We're not going to talk about that one. I believe that is still sold out. A lot of times they do come back in stock for a short period of time, either after release or a while after release. We had an additional wave of Pokemon Center exclusive Scarlet and Violet 151 elite trainer boxes that came out like 2-3 months after Scarlet and Violet 151 release. So if you haven't already gotten your copy, be patient. But this is the normal one right here. $49.99 is the MSRP for this when it comes out on January 26th. The big kicker here is, like what we saw from Scarlet and Violet 151, that price tag stays the same. So the MSRP stays the same at $50. However, unlike Crown Zenith, which came out last year in January, you are only getting 9 booster packs instead of 10. So this is a big deal. Now, when I'm talking about making the most out of your collection dollars, your goal as a collector is, especially if you want to open up packs, is to spend as little on those packs as you possibly can. You want to bring that pack cost down as much as possible. Now, I know you get a bunch of ancillary products in this. I know you get the Mimikyu promo, which is absolutely awesome. So if you want to buy an ETB to crack open, if you want to buy a tech sticker collection to crack open, go nuts. You get some really cool product in there. So you get this cool Mimikyu, you get some additional TCG accessories like the block of energy cards, you get the sleeves, you get the dice, you get the poison and burn counter, you get some cool stuff. But really what it breaks down to is the price per pack, because that's the cards that you're opening up to complete your set, or maybe fill out holes in your collection that you want. Maybe there's specific cards in the set that you want to get. If you buy an elite trainer box at MSRP, you're looking at $5.55 per pack. That's how this all breaks down. So $49.99 divided by 9, because that's how many booster packs you get, and that gives you that $5.49 price tag. So here is where the elite trainer box is right now. This is just a graph off of TCG Player. This shows you the current price. So even though MSRP for for this is $49.99. That is not what the market price is. That is not what these products are selling for. As much as I would love the product to sell for MSRP, I don't want it selling above MSRP, but you don't want it selling a lot below MSRP as a store owner also, because once you factor in shipping, once you factor in taxes, once you factor in shipping supplies and things like that, your margins disappear extremely fast. And then it's really difficult to keep the doors open. If you look at the block of Scarlet and Violet yesterday, I was perusing on eBay yesterday, and I found Scarlet and Violet base booster boxes for $480. That is $80 per booster box. That is $10, $11, $12 below wholesale per box. So whoever is selling those booster box cases is taking a loss of like $60 per case, because that's where the market is right now. It's very, very difficult for any store owners to turn any sort of profit. And that's why when this price continues to go down, that profit margin shrinks a lot more. However, and I'm not going to say this is MSRP on a booster pack price, but your cheapest product that will release, which doesn't come out until February 23rd, that Paldean Fates booster bundle. Remember, like I said, Pokemon kind of pulled a fast one on everybody, because your most efficient booster pack, the best collection, the best pack for your collection budget, doesn't come out until all the waves are released. So the last wave of products is that booster bundle. That brings the pack per price, or the price per pack, down to $4.49 a piece. So your target price to get booster packs at that price, not an official MSRP, but $4.49, is $40.41 for an Elite Trainer box. So if you can find Elite Trainer boxes right now between now and February 23rd, for $40.41 per Elite Trainer box, and you might be able to find cases for $38 a box, $380, $400. Like, then it makes sense. Then you are finding packs below the cheapest price per pack that's going to be out there. So $40.41 is kind of your target price for ETBs. If you can find them below that, that's going to be the equivalent of opening up a booster bundle. And then you still get all those extra ancillary products, but it brings your price per pack down, and that is the most important thing. Here's the tech sticker collections, which also come out this Friday. A little bit better of a price per pack, not a lot better, but these retail for $15.99. It comes with a promo card in each one of them, featuring Fido or Mastiff or Graverd, and then there's a large tech sticker that comes with it that you can put on your laptop or your backpack or your tablet or whatever. Price per pack breaks down to $5.33. So you get 3 packs for $15.99. Here is where the tech sticker collections are selling for right now. So this is selling for about $1 below MSRP, selling for about $15 a piece. Current price is $15.14, which is $5.05 per pack. Now your target price for this one, in order to get them at $4.47 a pack, is $13.47. If you can find these either in a case, or if you can find them in a set of 3, or if you can even find them individually online or wherever you go at $13.47. I know GameStop obviously offers a discount if you're a rewards member. If there's sales going on or anything like that, that brings it down to $4.47. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this product right here, which is going to be the best product to open as far as bang for your buck goes. Now, the booster bundles were obviously a huge issue with Scarlet and Violet 151. They were selling out all over the place. It was very difficult to find cases of them. They are still available on a lot of different retail sites. They don't come out until February 23rd. We haven't even released pre-orders for ours at all. A lot of places are sold out, but you can still find them on Best Buy. You can still find them on GameStop, selling for $26.24. But it does mean you're waiting basically an entire month to open up Paldean Fates, or to open up extra Paldean Fates. So like I said, if you want to open up some of the product that is releasing, go nuts, but just be careful how much you spend, because even though you're going to see other people opening up product, and it might get you really excited to open up Paldean Fates because somebody pulled that Mew or somebody pulled that Iono, the best decision when it comes to spending your collection dollars is opening up packs where your ceiling of that price per pack is $4.49, because that is what the cheapest MSRP is. So if you can find these below that, or if you can find packs to open below $4.49, continuing to bring that price per pack down is going to be your best bet. So this comes with 6 Paldean Fates booster packs, comes out on February 23rd, and this is the best bang for your buck when it comes to opening up product at MSRP. Why are we talking? The other route that you can go, and I know a lot of people like to open packs, and that's fine, but the other route to go is really going to be just buying singles, waiting a little while and buying singles. Maybe you're looking forward to Temporal Forces, and again, this is not something that like a lot of store owners are going to say, because ultimately we want you to spend your money, but at the same time we want you to make sure that you have money money throughout the entirety of your Pokemon collecting days. Like, we want you to stay in the hobby long term. So little bits of sales here and there over the course of years keep stores open, and establishing that relationship where you have buying habits and things like that. That's what's most important to a store owner. So buying singles and things like that might be the way to go for a lot of Paldean Fates product, because people are going to open up the set, but it is going to take a little bit of time for prices to come down, especially when singles when we're talking about singles. Crown Zenith, for example, had a ton of different waves, and product singles went down pretty much the entirety of the year. So yeah, I get it. You want to fill out your master set and you want to collect certain pieces of it, but look at what happened to Shining Fates. Now, Pokemon printed a ton of Shining Fates, and the demand for this set was completely different. However, it still kind of goes to suit with the baby shinies, and I'm assuming pull rates are going to be somewhat similar. But look at, this is what Shining Fates looked like about a week after release. You have the Charizard. Look at that Charizard, and it's a little, I'm sorry, it's a little blurry. I had to pull this off of an old video because I didn't have the screenshot saved anymore. But that old Charizard right there selling for $500, over $500 a week after release. Look at where it is now. I believe that's an $85 card right now, and it could have changed a little bit over the past couple of weeks, but that $500 a week after release. And again, I know demand was completely different, but pay attention to where singles are for Paldean Fates. Don't pull the trigger too early. If you're looking to spend the least amount of your collection dollars to maximize your collection, and this is what we talk about, you can call yourself a collector, you can call yourself an investor, you can call yourself whatever you want to call you. Your goal is to spend the least amount of money on cards, so that way you can continue to build up the collection goals that you have. This Suicune right here, a baby shiny Suicune, the lowest listing up there is $65. Market price is $55. The Ditto VMAX, $49 right there for the market price. The Eternatus VMAX gold and black card, $42.48. You have the Lapras VMAX at $42. The Eternatus V at $33.48. Another baby shiny with Galarian and Rapidash selling for $25.36. The Grimmsnarl VMAX full art shiny selling for $21. The full art shiny Ditto V was at $20. The Inteleon was at $19. The Rillaboom VMAX was at $18. You can't see the Toxtricity VMAX because my mug is in the way. That was at $17.70. But if you continue going through all of the list of cards here and go down the list, like all these baby shinies are selling for $3, $4, $5, $6 a piece. And if you look at where they are now, a lot of them are selling for 50 cents, 99 cents, $1, somewhere around that range. So being patient and avoiding that FOMO is really going to be the most important thing, especially when you factor in the fact that this is staggered releases, this is waved releases. So we're starting out with an ETB, we're starting out with collection boxes that are a little bit more expensive as far as your price per pack goes. So if you want to open up a little bit, just make sure you budget yourself smartly. Make sure you make the best decisions when it comes to spending your collection dollars. And especially if you stagger out your spending, that's really what's most important, because then you're not spending as much, you're not paying those MSRP prices. Even though MSRP is fair, we're not in that world anymore. So it's important to make sure that you're making the best decisions when it comes to your spending habits. And at the end of the day, if you don't want to crack a bunch of packs, buy singles. Singles are going to be great down the road. They're going to be much, much cheaper down the road. Look at where Shining Fates is right now. Yeah, this took 2 years. This is 2 years removed or over that Shining Fates came out. But the singles are selling for 50, 99 cents. Look at Crown Zenith for another example, where we're not even a year down the road, and a lot of those chase cards that were selling for $5, $10, $15, $20 from the Galarian Gallery are now worth, $1, $2, $3. Much, much cheaper than where they were. So it's important as you're watching content, enjoy the content. As you're watching people open packs, enjoy the pack opening process, but don't buy into the FOMO. Make sure you make the best decisions when it comes to spending your collection dollars. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me ramble. Love you guys. You mean everything to me. Thank you so much for everything. If you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button down below, leave a like, leave a comment. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with a live stream. We're going to give away a bunch of ETBs to members. You guys are awesome. I'll talk to you soon. Until next time, peace.